everybody? My name is Jinako, and today we will do the second stream that I promised I was going to do for this stream. So I said I'd be back in about an hour. Well, what ended up happening is that I got distracted by Instagram and a whole bunch of other stuff. I was watching anime. I got really caught up and didn't really end up streaming. Hey, I'm here. This is the second stream, right? I was hoping to at least do 3 streams this week, today maybe, but I guess we're just doing it too. Anyways, let's continue where we were left off. What a haul! What a thing! Seeing a master from back when there were no restrictions on fighting instincts. Now I'll split the resources we got from the sandworms right down the middle and use them to charge Mash's shields. You win, we win, everyone wins. Thanks for the help. We'll be counting on you to do this every day. So this is what you meant by labor. That's right. You got labor, Mash got a job. And Bartholomew's here for fun, I guess. Hey now, that's not fair. I might have only been steering the sand ship, but that's still a perfectly good job, right? I thought so at first. Thing is, your stress levels were practically nil. Not to mention the ship's guide told us that you were just shooting the breeze with her in her report. No fair, Bartholomew. You were living it up while I was working my tail off. Oh man, I can't believe it. That guide seems so demure. But then she turned around and squealed on me. Oh, hello, senpai. Hello, Bartholomew. Welcome back. Looks like you finished your lessons for the day, Mash. How'd it go with our militia? It was wonderful. They were all such avid learners. I only know so much, and I learned all of it from Leonidas. But if that knowledge can help the militia improve their own skills, I could ask for nothing more. Wow, Mash, you're positively glowing. I see. So you were working as old Dubai's militia close quarters combat trainer. That does sound more like a job than labor. That's right. We knew humans ditched those concepts ages ago. Labor is a task which must be completed for survival, while a job has its own intrinsic value. We've been separating them here, but they say work used to be naturally encompassed between both in equal measure. I see. So labor is a necessary task to acquire nutrients for survival, while a job contributes to society at large. But if nobody here has to do either of those, then does that mean that the advancements of AI meant that people stopped doing jobs as well as hard as labor? Because AI stole their jobs from them? Right. In our timeline, AI was first developed at the tail end of the 20th century, with generative AI becoming the commonplace around the year 2000. Back then, AI was effectively just a prediction engine that would choose its responsibility from a wide library of similar words, images, and technology. But it became steadily more humane every time new information processing formats were invented. AI experts at the time said the biggest problems with AI, like hallucinations, would eventually be resolved. And that would lead to a singularity where AI would outstrip human intellect and ability. AI was originally created to aid humanity, but it was believed that in its ultimate form, it would inevitably do everything humans could do but better. Really? Generative AI was developed that late in your timeline? I don't know if this is true, but I heard from the streets vendor that our timeline AI became widespread before the year 2000. It then went on to reach a singularity before the humans did. Before the old humans' political ideologies and systems of government showed their limits. Things moved quickly after that. The first thing post-singularity AIs did was make bodies for themselves, robots. They then advanced and perfected methods and technologies that would let them work in place of humans. The oldest general-purpose robot was manufactured in 1999, so that at that point humans already no longer needed to perform labors to survive. AI did not steal jobs, though. Rather, it made those jobs unnecessary. The distinction is an important one. Humanity has been working towards that for millennia, haven't they? A society where people don't have to work to live? Well, in our timeline, we got there. I have zero doubts that was the just thing to do. However, there seems to have been many problems with the humans in whose hands that justice rested. As a result, the period between 2000s and the 2300s was considered a dark age. Not even we AIs were ever told what happened there. We just figured it was just as dangerous time that knowledge of it had to be censored for our own good. Sounds like technology was way more advanced in this timeline. I wouldn't say that. I doubt this world is more than 20 years ahead of yours technologically. As long as there's sufficient foundation in place, artificial intelligence will inevitably grow exponentially. We AIs were lucky. We just barely made it in time. You know how the bigger you make something, the more reluctant you are to tear it down? Not like that. So I'd guess your world's foundation was already completed before these new technologies came about. Thank you for the wonderful dinner. This rice dish is particularly tastes like chicken. Apparently, it's a recreation of an old world home cooking dish called machbuz dajaj. The owner of the restaurant that made it, I think his name was Chakarim. Looks a little unusual, but he's an excellent cook. Oh, that was great. All right, we should probably discuss what our next move now. Right, we escaped old Dubai to hide from the moon cancers. Moon cancers for this area. Jinako has no intention of participating in the final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown. Instead, she's sheltering us from the other candidates. On our way back to Chaldea, way back to Chaldea is to change this world's. Our only way to Our only way to get back to Chaldea is to change this world's foundation of humanity value. And I'm also wondering if we should do something about the contest of BB. Yeah, this world might belong to a different timeline than ours, but it really doesn't. I really don't like at all this talk about determining the way humanity went extinct. I worry if it could even affect our future if we're unlucky enough. So if we can stop this election, I think we should. I'm also wondering if the other servant BBs Dubai banished are okay. Yeah, they were all hurt pretty badly. But at any rate, we should focus on laying low for now. I say we stay here and build up strength until player can perform a simple summons without issue again. I think that's a good idea too. Then we are agreed. We'll be staying at Old Dubai for the next several days. It'll be a good chance to get familiar with life on Moon Dubai. Alright, let's get some rest so we can get back to work tomorrow. Ooh, fighting. Let's see. I have to have them both as starting members, so... Let's see. I'll end up using you. And then Mash somewhere around here. Well, Mash is level 90 at this point, right? Let's see. Yep. I wonder... Yeah, I'm not about to... Yep. All Dubai. Day 7. Ugh, another hard day's work. No, let's not give in to despair. How about some nice fresh donuts to make your mind off things, please? Those are lukaimat. Delicious deep-fried sweet drizzled in syrup. Yes, that's right. I came across a recipe while I was digging through old records. You two like these sorts of things, yes? Man, you're so nice. Check him. I'm so glad. Here, have some more. Ah, bliss. Tomorrow, I think I'll make a nice big platter of food for dinner. You like grill some fish? A big platter of grilled fish. That must be samak, mashwi. Yes, please. That sounds amazing. Hey, now, try not to spoil him too much. You guys won't be staying here forever. Chakram's a second-gen AI, so it's hard for it to say goodbye when he gets attached. That you mention it, Asara. I've been meaning to ask. We know that everyone on Moon Dubai is an AI, but it sounds like not all AIs are the same. What are the differences between these second and third gens you've been mentioning? Yeah, you're third gen, right? Oh, I did not tell you that yet? Sorry, it's such a common knowledge for us that it must have slipped my mind. Generation refers to the time period in which an AI was made, so it represents their stage. First gen AIs are human support units with limited capabilities made for specific purposes. They were designed primarily to help humans with their jobs. You've seen the barista robot at Master Bucks, right? That's a first gen. What about the Sandship guide? Is she first gen too? Her? Well, I guess you could say that. Anyway, second gens are more advanced AIs that were designed to possess minds and abilities similar to humans. They go beyond mere support for humans and are more like full partners. There are even historical accounts of old humans marrying second gen AIs. That actually turned out to be something of a societal problem, which resulted in second gens using non-humanoid body types for their frames. Really? So that's why you have a camel's face, Chakram. I thought that was just a mask you wore because you love camels so much. Nope, this is my real face. Have you actually seen a living camel before, Mash? Have you? You have? That makes me so happy. I do love camels, so I'm thrilled to have You say I have a camel's face. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that was your real face and they were so proud of it. Ah, that's okay. His is a lovely shape too, Mash. So does yours, player. They seem different somehow from the ones on 3rd gen frames. Well, that's no surprise. A 3rd gen's body is just an imitation. On which note, 3rd gen's AIs have advanced from being human partners to a new type of full-blown human in their own right. That being said, 1st and 2nd gen citizens of Dubai are just like we are. There's no hierarchy among generations. We're all equal and we all share the same goal. We just happen to have different purposes. What goal is that? To replace humans. That's the reason we were created. While we're at it, can I ask you one more question? You all have different frames, or bodies. But some of them are organic and fully functional, the same as mine and Senpai's. Why is that? Isn't having an organic body, well, inconvenient? Inorganic bodies are more human. That is, they allow us to experience more human pleasures. Take this food, for instance. Chakram here cooks, though only to make use of the skills he's learned. AIs don't need to go to all that trouble. We can input the data of a dish, nutrients, texture, and aroma directly into our heads, then receive the same satisfaction as in actually eating a good meal. In fact, we could just input the satisfaction of having eaten a good meal directly to save you more trouble. But after we checked the math, one area did stand out as having a clear difference between mere data and reality. Oh, what was that? Stress. Meals are means of replenishing energy needed to be active. That's just as true for AI, even with our different formats. But when old humans ate, they didn't just replenish energy, it also helped them recover from stress. Just like organic bodies have stress unique to them, there exists stress unique to AI. You can experience that difference without an organic body of your own. No matter how much we've tried, electron-based neural networks just can't replicate the phenomena of recovering from stress by eating. All of that is why some 3rd gens decided to use organic frames as close in design to old humans as possible. You guys might be jealous of our immortality, but we're just as jealous of your ability to increase your own happiness by doing something as simple as eating. No, I gotcha. So what about your frame? Master, player, mismatch, bar hot, low meal. Tyrant to interrupt you during your lunch break. The Laughing Moon Knight Brigade is attacking us from the neighborhood area. We can't understand their overwhelming violence nature on our own. Will you help us? Leave it to us. Yikes.
装填一歩時短一歩前にインターセプターこれでターンマスターハイアングルトランスファ
ー爽やかに
了解行きます。
噛み砕かれる。
有効レンジ入りました。そこです。
Yikes, those are bad cards, my guy.
決まったね。
これですね。誰であれ了解。時短装填済みです。神明東映保管これは多くの道多くの夢を捨てた運動の証明せよ。ロードキャメロット差し込むターンマスターバーニア突撃しますターン
おっと
はい時短装填済みです。お任せを進みますスライドスマッシュ勝ち上げますはっ水エル押し切り了解です。主よ恋願います。私に大切な人たちを守る力をルミノステエテルネルそこです抱き払いますきらめくは栄光の手
What? Alright, I'm gonna do something different here because this is kind of screwing me over. Hold on. So you guys have to be there. Alright, that should do it. Alright, that's 40 stars. should get rid of Bartholomew, no problem. Okay. That should do it. Actually, hold on. I kind of made a little bit of a mistake there. Hold on. Luckily, I don't lose EAP anymore, because they fixed that. I'll use where there you are. So the idea is get rid of Bart. He comes out. Switch over to the other Castoria. That should do it. Kind of annoying that I have to do it this way, but it's fine.
Pinch.
決まったね。そして敵将
了解。
討ち取ったり呵責なく
一歩前に。
奇策冷徹をもって終わらせましょう。炸裂するは規格に必要な犠牲でした。夏が我々を惑わせたのさ。好機ですよ。
差し込む。
何の
早炊きですカルウェナ。要請接続。運命をかけた戦いであれば。
ひらめきましたぞ。
オルテナウス。
そして命の価値に区別なく温情なく
神明東映保管。これは多くの道、多くの夢を捨てた運動の死。証明せよロードキャメロット。
この辺りが頃合いですか。まさかの企画日軍です。わかりますね。
ごめんなさい。やっぱり 私じゃ。
このように攻めるのです。
さて、ここからだ。
I think it's just not enough damage. Yeah.
自爆しかありますまい。
ありがとう。頑張るよ。どうも。
単純いけませんね。
戦いも平和。
Ooh, I just realized.
頼むよ。
It'll put them to sleep.
そして命の呵責なく。
眠りは避けられないものだ。夜の変わり、朝のひばり、誰だって夢くらいは見る。どんなものでもね。
Shit, that's not good.
この辺りが頃合いですか。まさかの企画日時わかりますね。
愛とともに。
このように攻めるのです。
オルテナンス全機能解放。
Whoops.
加減なく
誇りにかけて前に。
やっておしまいなさい。
そこです。有効レンジ入りました。バンカーボントリロード。時短一歩了解。インターセプターこれでターンバスターハイアングルトランスファー。
加減なく温情
下
なく
がっているように。
好機ですよ。このように攻めるのです。
輝き
火力が足りませんでしたか。
オルテナンス黄昏の時ギジリンタ解除。誇りにかけて神明東映保管。これは多くの道多くの夢を捨てた運動の城。証明せよロードキャメロット。最果ての島罪の都。最後の竜は我がの目に。集う円卓の守護者たちラウンド・オブ・アバロン。そこです。 ピンチチャンスに時短装填一歩時短了解差し込むぶっ飛べブーストストライクバーニア突撃しますターッはっはっはっ時短装填済みです有効レンジ入りました輝きやっ運命をかけた戦いであれば
I doubt that this will
あり
work.
戦う心があるのならおごりであっても高らかにいつか必ずなくしたものに報いるために導きの星よ力となれ最果ての島罪の都最後の竜は我が胸に集う円卓の守護者たちラウンド・オブ・アーバロンそこです申し訳ありません
Wow.
熱を帯びなさいマルミアドワーズ早炊きですカルウェル誇りにかけて圧倒し誇りにかけて輝きやっそこですカルウェル砕きすぎなさい
Alright, let's just... Let me stop messing around here. Alright, that should do it. Hopefully I get the right cards. I'm gonna beat that Avenger into the stratosphere. Wow, talk about bad cards. Those are literally the worst cards I've ever seen. Come on.
今のうちに準備を。白兵戦行きます。今のうちに準備を。光の鋭く手慰みですね。ピンチチャンスに。いいでしょう。待ちわびてお呼びですか。最果ての幼いあなたへ。あなたを信じて、あなたを見上げて、今の私は走っています。胸に宿る星の鼓動、ホープビルキャメロット。
That's
今
kind
回
of
は
funny.
うまくいきました。
Understood. Exploding now. It worked. Does stuff like this happen often? No, not often. They just show up occasionally and keep blowing themselves up. Don't worry about the knights from Area F. They're hardly a threat. Our area may be weak, but so is theirs. Plus, they need to contend with an untamable monster. So long as King Protea is there, I doubt Area F will ever gain any new supporters. So she's been a good deterrent then. That's my Protea. I know she was no ordinary girl with a hidden eye. That said, the other areas are probably know you're here in Old Dubai by now, player. It won't take long before the other moon cancers make a move. I'm afraid this might be the last quiet meal you have for a while. Yep. Lion Sky. It's a terrifying mechanized empire. Scorching sunlight, the rustle of dry wind over the dunes, all clear on the western desert once again. Man, it sure has been peaceful around here ever since Jinako's guests started taking out all the sandworms. Hey, how come the wind's so strong out here in the desert anyway? Is that just the climate's set to? It's caused by the difference in air pressure, you know? How Area 1I has the underground nuclear fusion reactor, right? Well, they made a vent for the expanded air around it over the dome's edge. That's why the area is a desert, you know? It's not because it's still under development. It's because things work better this way. Huh, interesting. See, I was over in the mall before I moved to Old Dubai. I only ever cared about what was going on in there, so there's still a lot I don't know about how Moon Dubai is put together. Actually, what about the other citizens? It's only been 19 years since we were awoken, right? Aren't they still figuring out their identities too? Nah, only sleepyheads like you struggle with that. Most of us figured out what we wanted to support as soon as... Hold on. Is that a sandstorm? No. Those dust clouds. Those dust clouds covering the horizon. Oh, crap. Those are Alvatron Company's environment suppressors. And there must be at least 20 of them. Contact Kasara now. Tell him Thomas Alva Edison mechanized empire from Area I is invading. Morning. Good morning, Senpai. I'm told you don't have any sandworms hunt today. Jinako said she has something important to discuss with us, so she'd like us to come see her before no... What's going on inside? Sabah al-Khair. Good morning, Chaldea. Whew. Good thing you're still here. We have an emergency on our hands, and we need you three to lay low here. If you go out there, you'll only complicate things. Does this emerging have to do with all those military boots pounding on the ground outside? I can hear dozens and dozens of armored feet, even from all the way up here. Yeah, it does. Mechanized soldiers from Area I have forced their way onto our territory. They've pretty much taken over the plaza, though at least they're not attacking us yet. They're probably trying to pressure Jinako into surrendering. It's Edison's typical go-to tactic. Edison? As in that Edison? You know him? The guy with the lion head? He sure doesn't strike me as one of your companions. He has a lion head. He's definitely the Edison we know. I'm sorry to ask this, but is there somewhere we can watch and not be seen from? Well, you can get a good view of the plaza from the lookout tower, but... oh, fine. But it's only big enough for you and the player, so you'll have to stay here, Bartholomew. Got it. Keep an eye on them for me, Hasara. Don't let them run off on their own. Alright, you can come with me, but remember, these mechanized soldiers have excellent audio sensors. So no talking until I tell you it's safe. Understood? Ugh, so sandy, so dusty, so rustic. So typical of the limited urban development capacity of pathetic puny political party. This place hasn't changed one iota since the last time I was here. What a tragedy this is. This is the best a pure-blooded moon cancer area can do. Well, worry not, people of old Dubai. I would never leave you in the grips of such mediocrity. Everyone should be equal in the face of oncoming apocalypse, which is why I support giving every citizen Moon Dubai fully mechanized bodies. Join me now. And Jesus Christ. And I'll even join me now, and I'll even make it one of our newest enhanced exoskeleton models. What's that you say? How generous of me? Magnanimous? Presidential even? What the fuck is he wearing? Now, don't need to pass judgment as though it was universal truth, but yes, I am the greatest inventor and entrepreneur of all time. I'm the up-and-coming moon cancer who will unite all of Moon Dubai. Thomas Alva Edison Alter. Now then, where might I find Jinako? I thought we could have a morning debate, candidate to candidate. Our leader is deep in her meditations. She won't be coming outside anytime soon, so you'll have to come back later. Is that all the backbone you can muster? Ah, well, timid leader, timid subordinates. Well, that's quite all right. Jinako can stay where she is. My business isn't here with her anyway. I'm putting together a super dynamic general elite squadron to represent the best of what my Avatron company has to offer, you see. And I believe such squadron deserves golden bodies to symbolize their brilliance. And so I'll just help myself to your area's motherlode of precious metals, the gold souk. Oh, don't worry. Your people won't have to live a finger. You may as well shatter your cervical vertebrae if you were to drop up my precious gold with those weak, flimsy hands of yours. My Albatron Company's transport department has already arrived at the Gold Souk. They should finish relocating everything in approximately 4 hours. You could just relax and enjoy some tea in the meantime. What? You can't do that. The Gold Souk is one of the few production lines we have. Ah, yes. It is regrettable that I must trample all over your personal property in this way. But it goes with it so it goes with capitalism. No, industrialism. Everything I do is in service of my vision, the complete mechanization of humanity. Mechanized soldiers. What is the Albatron's company motto? Down with humanized second and third gens. Convert all of humanity to work machines. Let humanity produce materials without thought. Let humanity devote itself to serving civilizations of other star systems. Erase all traces of war from this planet. Very good. Looking sharp yet again, men. Perhaps a bit too much subjectivity for my taste, but no matter. I am the great and magnanimous Edison. If anyone has any complaints about our slogan, I'm willing to hear you out. Assuming any of you have the backbone to voice them. That is. Jesus. Kind of wish we had a battle. That lion in shade stole everything from the Gold Souk. He's gone too damn far this time. Oh, this is so awful I could cry. Who does he think he is, taking our gold while I'm busy being a shut-in? Please, player, you gotta teach that lion-headed jerkface a lesson. I know, we can't let this stand. Take it easy, Jinako. This actually works out perfectly. We're gonna have to pay a visit to Edison's Area I sooner or later. Not just us. This concerns to you too, player. What do you mean? Are you saying it's Senpai's fault that Edison became such a bad guy? No, that was all Edison. This is about Lip. Remember when I said about Passionate Statue? Edison actually took that too. He and his stupid machine army made up a bunch of nonsense that took it before we could stop them. Now that he's put it up in his factory where his soldiers treat it like their idol. That lion-headed jerk. I think I might have an idea. To mechanize soldiers, the Lip's hands are both powerful weapons and beautiful works of art. Edison probably brought her statue into his factory to boost morale. So Edison's been taking unfair advantage of old Dubai, and he's mistreating Lip. He definitely needs to be punished. I'd say he deserves to have 60% of his assets seized minimum. I'd almost forgotten how scary MASH can be sometimes. We've been waiting for the opportunity to get Lip back ourselves. We even have a route to Area I all mapped out. The only problem is we're not equipped to carry her heavy statue out where we're out there without soldiers spawning us. But if you're there with us, you can make a contract with her and make her, well, not a statue anymore. With Lip back in servant form, those mechanized soldiers won't stand a chance. We'll boost our morale, we'll bolster our forces and grind away at theirs all at once. What do you say? Are you in? Lip was one of us to begin with, so of course we're in. Right, Master? You know it. Now tell me more. Alright, I knew you agree, but thanks for all the same, player. Okay, Hasara, hurry up and get that dummy container ready. The plan? The plan couldn't be simpler. You'll sneak into one of the containers that's scheduled to be transported to Area I, then free Lip once you get there. We'll also send a secret sand ship to Area I's harbor and trust that Bartholomew's navigation skills will make getting out easy. As for their security systems, don't worry. I'll send along Musaka, the hacking mouse, to disable them. Citizen's probably pretty smug after plundering all gold soup, but let's take advantage of that and settle this once and for all. Oh shit. It's really hot in here. Must be 2 hours since we boarded this container. Assuming everything's going to plan, we should be in the factory by now. I can hear the mechanized soldiers outside. Sounds like it's almost time to make our move. They said this container should be taken to Zone 21 where Lip been put on display, right? Right. Jinako acquired a map of the factory before we left, and Hasara's team calculated the transport route for us. Their calculations are so exact, they bordered on a right prognostication. Even just for life in old Dubai, they seem so accurate as one of the Shiba's observations of the future. Alright, I keep forgetting they're all actually incredibly advanced AIs. I'm completely on board with their plan too, but there was one threat they couldn't account for. My heart's beating so fast, I'm actually having a little trouble breathing. I'm a little worried it might slow me down. Oh no, are you feeling motion sick? I thought you would be used to swaying like this. No, it's not that. Your hidden eye is always a sight to behold, but it's even more beautiful now. I don't suppose you could stay in Ortanax the whole time we're in Moon Dubai, could you? No, I can't. Booting up like this takes a lot of master's magical energy, so gotcha. They don't just have to really focus on this moment so I can remember this in perfect detail. Bartholomew, focus. The container stopped. I'm not picking up any heat signatures of mechanized soldiers outside. We'll break out the container in 48 seconds. In accordance with the plan, then make our way to the warehouse where Lip statue is on the display. 30. 35. 40. 45. Now. This factory. Yeah, the output here must be something else. Doesn't seem connected to Moon Dubai's technology. It's completely automated. No AI in sight. Hang on, this is weird. That's weird. Every facility we've seen in the Moon Dubai so far has been staffed by AI. Even the Marion Hotel was no exception. Why haven't they automated more of their workload? Good question. With their advanced engineering, it should be easy for them. No, never mind that now. We need to focus on the plan. It could be that old Dubai and Marion Hotel are exceptions rather than the rule. From statue will be the next warehouse over. They said it's right in the center. You can't miss it, they said. Come on, player. Mash. This icy cold factory is no place for a delicate maiden like her. Yeah, hang in there, Lip. We're coming for you. She's not here? According to the map, she should be in this warehouse. Maybe she was moved? Maybe they knew we were coming in that case. Unregistered workers detected. There are 0 factory tours scheduled for today. Please present your citizen's ID within 30 seconds. If you are unable or unwilling to comply, You will be considered a hostile litigant in accordance with Edison's law. Surveillance robots are entering through the openings in the ceiling. They're already scanning us. We got to destroy them in the next 30 seconds. Let's settle this quickly, Master. Alright, this will have to do. Unregistered intruders detected. Please present your citizen's ID within 30 seconds. Unregistered criminals detected. Please present your citizen's ID within 40 seconds. Unregistered destroyers detected. Please present your IDs within 50. Never mind. Initiating extermination. Talk about the tyranny of the majority. They're no problem individually, but they just keep coming. They're going to sound the alert. We have to do something before the mechanized soldiers show up. We can't let ourselves get surrounded. Already? Damn it. Now we'll have to run for it. Wait, you don't need to retreat. Those drones are defective. The more of them they are active, the longer it'll take for them to sound the alert. It makes a lot of processing power for them to assess the situation. You're in here for Passionate, right? Come with me. I'm Ben, the general of the mechanized soldier army, and Thomas, his master. I'm not prepared to do battle with you at this time. No need to introduce yourselves. You don't have much time. It will be long before they detect you. Passionate statue is in zone 26, not 21, where you just were. You have the map of the factory, right? And use it to take the shortest possible route to her before Thomas shows up. Thank you, but why are you helping us? It's a matter of principle. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for Passionate. She might be an AI being, but she's not like us, and she's obviously not like the mechanized soldiers either. She's born from something not at all human. Not all human. It's only a matter of time before Area I becomes a battlefield. She wouldn't be here when that happens. She shouldn't be here when that happens. Why? Because she's a woman? No, gender has no bearing on one's capacity to fight. But I won't tolerate anyone who has not resolved to do so herself being used as a tool of war. Even if military training sometimes breaks a person's spirit, they should still have chosen to join the army freely. Does this mean you and Thomas Alva Edison have had a falling out? No, the matter of passion lip is our only difference in opinion. I'm just as much as an advocate of Thomas's vision as of my fellow AIs who volunteer to be mechanized. I understand his ideals, his methods of extinction would result in humanity having met something. Go. This is the last peaceful talk you and I will ever have. One last thing. Don't you think Edison is behaving strangely? I don't know what you mean. Thomas is the very avatar of intelligence and rationality. As far as I could tell, he behaves exactly the same now as he did when I first summoned him on behalf of the citizens of Moon Dubai. Having said that, he was a different class at that time, a caster. Once he became a moon cancer, after hearing BB's Dubai explanation, he began to harbor intense anger towards death. Or rather, towards the concept of parting with one's neighbors. That's all I have to say. My involvement with this matter ends here. We may be enemies, but I wish you luck nonetheless. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. It's an hour. I got like 20 minutes before I have to go to bed.
調査レポートは順調ですか?
Nah, anything. Anyways, folks, I'm so tired. This is Golden Arcadia. Thank you for tuning for Jesus. Alright, let me try that one more time. Thank you for tuning in, whether it be on stream or after the stream is over. I genuinely do appreciate it. This is Golden Arcadia signing out. I don't know if I'll see you guys tomorrow, so nah, anything. Bye.